Was there a chance that Vanessa and Rufus could have hooked up with each other at some point in time on Gossip Girl? Some fans of the show are convinced there was some serious sexual tension between Vanessa and Rufus from the very beginning. We have a shred of belief that a fling between Rufus and Vanessa could have very well fit in on Gossip Girl if the show writers had chosen to go that route. First of all, Gossip Girl fans can picture Vanessa and Rufus entertaining some sort of romantic connection, because Rufus was clearly comfortable dating women who were much younger than him. At first, it seemed that he was only interested in dating age-appropriate women like Lily Vander Woodson and his ex-wife, Allison. But when he started hooking up with Ivy Dickens, it became abundantly clear that age was nothing but a number to him. If he was down to hook up with Ivy, that means there's a huge chance he would have been down to hook up with Vanessa too. Another reason is the fact that Vanessa was never destined to end up with Dan, which means the door was always left wide open for her to pursue something with Rufus. When Vanessa first showed up, Dan was already super infatuated by Serena. Dan and Serena were always ultimately going to be endgame, which means all the other people they both dated along the way were never taken as seriously. Dan and Serena married each other in the finale episode, which means Vanessa's little crush on Dan was never anything she should have held her breath over. They tried dating and it was a total failure. That being said, she could have easily pursued something with Rufus instead. A third reason is that Rufus's marriage to Lisa Loeb was super random and out of place. The show writers did everything in their power to butcher Rufus's marriage with Lily, but they obviously didn't want him to end the show single. The writers didn't want Rufus and Lily to end up together because they didn't want it to be too awkward for Dan and Serena to be together, while their parents were also married. Instead of Rufus ending up with someone completely random like Lisa, it might have been more reasonable for him to end up with a character like Vanessa, since they had such a lengthy history together. Some fans of Gossip Girl who noticed the sexual tension between Vanessa and Rufus are totally on board with this idea. One person wrote, "Is it just me, or does it seem like they have a sexual tension? Especially in Season 2, Episode 2, it's like they're waiting to kiss each other." Someone else added, "Vanessa and Rufus have more chemistry together than Vanessa and Dan ever did." Another fan quipped, "There was a moment when people were actively speculating that Rufus and Vanessa might get together. Me included. The chemistry was definitely there." But there are also tons of Gossip Girl fans who believe a relationship between Vanessa and Rufus would have been horrendous. One of those people wrote, "Thank God that didn't happen. Vanessa thought of Rufus like a second dad, so it would have just been super weird and it would have ruined Rufus as a character even more." Another person added, "Occasionally their conversations come across as really flirty and it made me so uncomfortable. I'm glad they never got together." Someone else wrote, "Vanessa dating Rufus would have been sinister. Let's all be grateful the show didn't go that way." Do you think Vanessa and Rufus had sexual tension on Gossip Girl? Do you feel like the show writers considered adding something like that but changed their minds? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.